Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Geoguessr. We are playing Urban Guesser, which is Wolftrekker's new map, which basically includes a lot of the smaller cities you would find around the world. So, we should theoretically be able to find a bunch of clues to tell us where we are. Does that mean we're going to actually find these clues? Probably not. We do have a Cali. We do have what appears to be the Italian flag right next to the EU flag. So we're probably somewhere in Italy. Although I don't know what this flag after it is. It's very intricate. I don't know if this is going to be a regional flag, but that is definitely the Italian flag. So we're in a small little town. Maybe an actual large town somewhere over in Italy. And it definitely feels pretty cramped and crowded. Granted, that's the Russian flag. But I haven't seen any Cyrillic, so the person who lives there is probably a Russian spy. Now, we are seeing the Calis. I could have sworn those were Spanish. But at the same time, we don't really have anything. We don't. We have shops. We have multiple flags. Here's another one. Per es Marco, Pizza Cucina, Pastelleria. Yeah, no, this is Italian. This is most certainly fucking Italian. But we are kind of trapped where we are, so we're gonna head back to start and go south. And just like, can we find something? They have air conditioning. It's in English as well as Italian. So I'm thinking it's got to be kind of more... Well, that's all saying San Marino. Right? Isn't San Marino this bullshit? So maybe we are in San Marino or close enough to San Marino. I don't even know why everything is saying San Marino besides being in San Marino. That's got to be important. That's probably also very important. Yeah, I've never seen any of these places before in my life, which is not really a surprise if you guys have been watching me for as long as you have. We see things and we're like, oh, that's nice. And you guys are like, you don't know that that's the 14th century temple that, I don't know, this dude was in for 6 months? No, I don't. I love how we're just zigzagging around this. Well, there's the museum. There's the .it. We're just going San Marino at this point. Fuck it. It ends up being Venice. Which I definitely didn't see coming. You know? Was that all San Marco, not San... Am I blind? I know I'm blind, like. I could have sworn all that said San Marino, and it looks like it's saying San Marco. Maybe I am dyslexic. I don't think I am, guys. But usually when we're in Venice, we see more of the waterways. And I don't believe we saw a single one this entire time. So maybe we went the wrong way. Maybe we didn't figure out what we were supposed to figure out. But it looks like the current leader did walk away with a perfect score. So we have a lot to make up. We're in Estonia. Guys, I'm recognizing flags. How does it feel? Where in Estonia are we? Fuck if I know. It feels kind of like a bigger city, so we might be able to get away with, like, Tallinn. I know Tallinn has coverage, at least. We have Das Haus, which is very German. EE, which is their website. But it doesn't really look like it tells us where they're building this. Which, maybe it makes sense for the lack of information on signs like this. But usually you'd expect, like, here's our main office. Call us if there are any problems. Call us if you get hit by falling debris. Except maybe that would be more of a lawyer thing. But then, even still, the lawyer would have a local office. I thought that said Paris. I'm losing my goddamn mind. It definitely feels bigger city. We are heading south. I do see some signs over here. We are heading towards Tartu, Narva, Parnu, Paldiski, and Rapla. So 1, 2, 4, E20, and E67. Here's E67. Here's 4. To Parnu. Does that bring us to Parnu? Yes, it does. Okay, that's south of us. Makes sense. To our west should be 1, 2, Narva, and Tartu. Where Narva is way over here. On E20 on 1. That's east. I'm fucking stupid. North, east, southwest. So to our east is Narva on 1 and 20. And then Tartu. I don't know where Tartu is, but we found Narva. So Tartu should be to the right of Tallinn, if we're in Tallinn. I think it just makes sense to guess Tallinn. I still don't see Tartu anywhere. And maybe that's because it doesn't exist. Or maybe Tartu is something different. But here's 2. Kind of wraps. Here's 4. So we need... Where's 1? Because 1's important in this situation. Where the fuck is 1? Well, here's Tartu. Okay, I found Tartu. Now it's not fake. Well, okay, here's 1. No, so then 1, 2, 4, E20, which should be 2, and then the airport. No, I think okay, so I know we didn't find really any good information, but I think that does put us in Tallinn, and I think that puts us in Tatari, because it sounds fucking stupid. We choose town names based on how funny their names sound. And it actually ends up being a pretty good guess. However, if we kept it kind of where we were, we would have been a little bit better. So I'm pretty sure we were over here originally. But regardless, it is Tallinn, without even understanding the language. Weird setup for a phone number, although it is kind of set up like the United States. I know it's not, so we could probably get away with South America here. We have or maybe not. However, a 016 area code, definitely interesting. Suns to our north, so we're in the southern hemisphere. English speakers, so it's probably Australia, New Zealand, maybe South Africa. Duncanville, Springbok Supermarket. I don't think it's South Africa. We could probably get away with Australia. Duncanville is definitely the name of the place we're in, but that doesn't help. It might be helpful for some people. Definitely a smaller town. You can kind of tell because we're literally on the outskirts, and it looks like the majority of people don't really live in here, or we didn't find the residential area. .co.za, so actually it's South Africa. Didn't see that one going. So Duncanville, South Africa. Where, oh where are you? There's the Afrikaans. Kilometers, which is all things we'd expect to see. I'm kind of looking for a road at this point. I feel like a road number would be very helpful. I feel like a sign that's saying like, hey, you're 100 kilometers away from Pretoria would be pretty helpful. Do I think we're going to find them? Probably not. We're kind of limited into what we can find. God. What do we have? Scrap metal. Buyers of ferrous and non-ferrous metals. AKA we'll buy iron and other stuff. And gold. And silver. I'm pretty sure ferrous just means iron. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Because unless it's can be metal detected, because I know ferrous metals bring off a detection. Do non-ferrous metals send off a metal detection signal? Guys, I don't metal detect, so I'm not too sure about that. It would make sense, because people find gold rings all the time, but are gold rings fully gold? Is that what it's picking up? You know what? They probably do. Why are we talking about metal detectors? Guys, I'm losing my fucking mind. I think my brain's just like, haha, like, you've been stuck in, well, I haven't been stuck inside, but like, you've been inside 18 of the last 20 days. How does it feel? Not great. If you guys are losing your mind like me, trust me, go outside, sit down. We found a green sign as time expires, the sign we kind of needed. So we're kind of just leaving it here. But yeah, no, if you're experiencing cabin fever and you're stressing out and you're just losing your goddamn mind, take a chair from your kitchen, sit outside when it's nice out, and just like sit there. Don't even do anything. Don't even think. And it's gonna definitely improve your mental health. It will. We have EU style plates. It kind of feels Eastern. I might even go as far to say like I should see Cyrillic here. Maybe Bulgaria, Serbia. We do have a street sign that is now gone. Perfect. Just what I wanted from today. I'm looking mainly for flags and websites. Alright, flags and websites. Well, we're not the greatest when it comes to flags. Why is everything disappearing? I know we suck when it comes to flags, right? Like, full disclosure, no, we suck. However, I know a lot of flags that could potentially help us. We're over by Istanbul, so... Not Constantinople, god damn it. I was going to say I could consider Turkey here, but I definitely can now. So Istanbul is supposed to be north, over by the ferry boat. I don't know if that's meaning or insinuating that it's a ferry boat to Istanbul, or if it's just the Istanbul ferry, right? Do they have a ferry boat? It looks like they do. They do have a port down here, and it looks like there's also a port that kind of goes through the straits, which would then bring you into the Black Sea. Where do it goes from Yalova, but it looks like one of them goes to Den Rice. Can we find Beledid, Havalamina, and Sahir Merkezi anywhere? From a general distance, no. However, here's that, and it looks like, now I might be wrong here, Havalamani is probably just translated to airport and not a town name. I think we're making progress here. So, the fact that it's the ferry boats to our north means we're probably not in Istanbul. We're probably in Yalova, because that's the only one that really has a northern port. However, this is the only place that really has an airport. So what if we're like over here more? Because even the airports, well, the airport's to our east. Sliver, maybe? Where you don't know what we're doing. We don't understand the language. Here's a better. Bursa. Can we find a town called Bursa in 15 fucking seconds? Yes, we can. Yes, we fucking can. So we're a little bit south of Bursa. Either that or we're in Bursa. So the ferry boat to Istanbul makes sense for why it's north. The airport, not too helpful, but we did find Bursa and we were able to find it on the map. And it doesn't end up being Bursa. It ends up being Kanakakli. Or is this supposed to be an S? Well, no, this is like a chow, right? Chanakli? Chocolate. We're going to call you Chocolate from now on. Congratulations. I love how it said Bursa's to our north, and Bursa's 140 miles to our east. Granted, if you take E90, you'll eventually make it, but it's to your east, man. It's to your fucking east. And then our last location, we are on the left-hand side. I'm pretty sure we're going to be in Indonesia. There's the flag of Indonesia. It's just, where in Indonesia are we? We might be able to get away with Jakarta. It does seem very populated. Now, I don't think I'd ever want to drive in Indonesia. That says Java on it. Mainly because there's like no traffic rules, right? There's like no street signs. Well, not street signs. No street lights. No stop signs. You kind of just drive. Which I believe is why a lot of people use motorcycles. Because they are easy to maneuver. But I'm also sure they're easy to get into car accidents with. Radar Lampung, I'm pretty sure we know we're like here. Right? Jakarta's the safe guess. Bandung's the probable guess, and Surabaya is the, if you really want to be smart, you're gonna guess here. But Bandar Lampung, I'm pretty sure. Fuck. I know Bandar means something. I don't remember what Lampung is. But Sepang, yeah, we don't know where we are. But that sign has literally everything you need on it. Bandar, I know it's not like, because we have, do we have anything called Bandar anywhere? That's why I think it means something. I feel like it's like one of the directions. I want to say it's west. For no apparent reason. For no apparent reason. We have the Jen Jang SMK, which is the Seni Menia, I can't even pronounce this, but in Bandar Lampung. We got the elephants everywhere. This feels like it's got to be a major city. Does it have to be Jakarta? No. Can it be somewhere else? Probably. Maybe it's South Jakarta. We did see the thing that said Java, so maybe Bandung is not the worst. And we have Kanka, Bandar Lampung, Kedaton. God damn it, man. I should have remembered the cardinal directions. I had them for like 3 weeks, and then we never needed them, and then it's just gone. Just gone. I'll have to look them up again. God damn it. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it in Jakarta. I have no other reason to move it. Hopefully it's a good guess. And it ends up being Bandar Lampung, which I fucking saw everywhere and didn't remember that it existed. And I didn't remember it fucking existed. It was everywhere. It was fucking everywhere. Doesn't Bandar mean something, though? Maybe it's south. Maybe it is south. We should have fucking known. We should have fucking known. We should have been like, oh, Maff, you're just blind. What are you doing? It exists. Find it. No, it doesn't exist, guys. It means south. Fuck, man. Well, we were able to get all the countries correct. That's the good news. The bad news is, I think we got one town right, and that was in Estonia, and that was a guess because we didn't find anything to tell us we were in Tallinn. So, same kind of concept. It's going to be easy to find the country you're in. The hard part is pinpointing where in that country you are. So definitely gotta get better at that, and I think that's been our problem for past 599 episodes, because this is episode 599. We can figure out generally the country we're in. And I'm going to say generally because it's not always correct. The issue is where in that country. And I think that does come down to understanding language, right? Especially Russia. Like Russia, it's very easy to get the country correct. It's very hard to pinpoint where in that country you are. So we need to find better clues and then not make the stupid mistakes like in Indonesia, where we're like, oh, Bandar Lampung, that just means south. Like, no, Maff. Open your goddamn fucking eyes. But coming in first place is Simp94, beating Scribbles by about 350 points. Not bad. And then Benedict Swanker is only 60 points behind Scribbles. And then Draven's only 3 points behind Benedict. So, top 4, very close. And then Wolf Trekker's only 300 points behind them. With Beerlingo 50 points behind him, guys. Too much. Quantum Gravity, 500 points behind Beerlingo. And then Bentley Aaron coming in a full 1,000 points behind Quantum. Bo coming in 9th at 22. And then E. Chandler only 100 points behind them. We suck, apparently. Martin coming in 12th at 29. 20,900, that is. Taurus at 15. And then Tin coming in at 13. Not getting the South Africa. I don't know. We figured out it was South Africa from the left-hand drive. I definitely recommend looking for the sun. The sun's to your north, you're in the south. The sun's to your south, you're in your north. That definitely does help us with at least figuring out general locations. But that is going to be where we call it for the day. I'm so glad we have 14 people playing along now. We could always go bigger. You know, some of these leagues have 100+ people. And then we'll have outro screens that last us 3 fucking minutes. But nah, actually, it's probably going to last us a lot more than 3 minutes. Probably last us 10 minutes. But I'm okay with that, man. I'm definitely okay with that. But that is going to be where we call it for the day. So thank you all so much for joining us today. I do hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all tomorrow, Thursday, live on Twitch at noon Eastern. But until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And bye-bye.